Today I'm making a recipe my friend's sister made. Rebecca, thank you. Today we're making focaccia. Focaccia is so easy to make, even a caveman can do it. Speaking of,
this video is brought to you by
nothing. So you're going to want to start out by mixing 550 grams or 2.5 cups of lukewarm water, 7 grams or 1/4 ounce envelope of active dry yeast, and 30 grams or 2 teaspoons of honey. Next, add 800 grams or 5 cups of all-purpose flour and 12 grams or 1 tablespoon of kosher salt. But when you're opening the flour, be sure to rip the bag to the point where you can't close it. You gotta be kidding me, bud. What's going on with you, huh? You okay? You okay? Mix until you get a shaggy dough with no dry flour. You're not looking to develop gluten, you just want to make sure every bit of flour is hydrated. If you keep spilling stuff and looking like you don't belong in the kitchen, that's okay. Just hide the evidence. Add a tablespoon or 2 of olive oil to the bowl and roll the dough in it to coat. Cover and leave it at room temperature for 2 to 3 hours or until it doubles in size. Pretty sure mine tries to overachieve every time, so it's alright if it triples in size. Then make your brine, which is 8 grams or 1.5 teaspoons of kosher salt dissolved in 75 grams or 1/3 of a cup of warm water. Prep your quarter sheet pan or any pan with at least an inch lip with some butter and a little dribble of EVOO. Carefully punch down your dough using this method or Bon Appetit's fork method. Pinch from the bottom and bring it to the center. Rotate 90 degrees and repeat all the way around, so 4 pinches total. Dump the dough into the sheet pan and spread to the edges from the center out. It's an elastic dough, so it will want to shrink back on itself, but be sure not to degas all of it. You're gonna want some bubbly goodness. Put a little oil on your hands to prevent any sticking. Then press your fingertips into the dough. Rebecca says, and I quote, like you're aggressively playing the piano. And I gotta say, she's kinda right. Pour the brine on top, then cover and let rise once more for about 30 to 45 minutes or until doubled again. Preheat your oven to 450 degrees Fahrenheit. Now's the time to prep any toppings you might be using. After the final proofing, add any herbs or toppings you wish, but be careful what you choose as it can burn while baking. Drizzle some last-minute EVOO on right before putting in the oven. How much olive oil? More than you think. Definitely more than you think. I never said it was healthy, but it's damn delicious. Bake for 20 to 30 minutes, but check on it and make sure the bottom gets a deep color like the top. You don't want the soggy bottom boys taking the solo away from you, huh? Once it's done, pour a little more olive oil on to finish it off. I like to flavor the oil with garlic, or garlic powder if you forgot to prep it. It happens. Pour that over the focaccia and let it seep in before moving it to a cooling rack. It's like a planet Earth shot. Once it's no longer hot, I like to move it to a cutting board and then just have at it. There's so many ways to eat focaccia, but my favorite is eating it fresh out of the oven. Just cut into strips and serve. Nothing fancy about it, just enjoying the flavor of this focaccia. Oh, it's so good. The brine makes the crust nice and salty. In all honesty, any less and it will be bland. I know it seems like a lot of salt, but it is 100% necessary. And the flavor of the good olive oil that you use is very prominent in the final product. So be careful which olive oil you use. So if you have any recipe suggestions or technique suggestions, let me know. I will happily try new things out. But if you have any questions or concerns about any issues that you've run into, definitely reach out because I'm here to help you. Making good food is possible for everyone, regardless of your culinary background, even if you don't have one. Especially if you think you burn water. You'll be okay. You'll be okay.